Hey, what's up, y'all? So we are back for part 2 of Glassmorphism in CSS. Check this out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the body block within CSS. We're going to add a few things here. And then instead of this, we're actually going to change it because it's not going to be one static color. On top of the glass effect, we're actually going to have something else just add more flavor to it. So we're going to say linear gradient, and this is exactly where we specify where do we want the gradient to start and what are the colors. So I'm just going to plug this in real quick. So we have different colors of purple, and it transitions to like a light purple-ish and dark blue-ish almost, right? At 35 degrees. So that's what we have there. And then we're going to say background size, and we have to specify the background size that we want. So this is going to be 400% by 400%. And the animation is going to be gradient move at 15 seconds, ease infinite. That basically means it's going to keep revolving through these colors every 15 seconds. All right, so let's just go ahead and play that real quick. So all it did right now was just color the background, right? But now we have to actually animate it fully. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is write out keyframes. So keyframes will allow animation to occur based upon what we've already prompted earlier, which is within body, right? We did gradient move, but nothing's actually moving within the browser, as you can see right now. However, keyframes will allow you to do that. And then it's going to actually activate the 15-second infinite loop that we have to transition from color to color over time. To just make things a little bit easier, I'm just going to paste this in here. So just to make this easily understood, so first we have 0%. That's going to be the start, right? And then we're saying the background position is 0% and 50%. So that means start with the camera focused on the left edge of the canvas or the map. And the 50% means stay vertically in the middle. So we only care about moving left to right. And the next line is the middle 50%. So since we said 15 seconds, the middle is going to be 7.5 seconds in. Slide the camera all the way to the right edge of the map. And then this creates a motion and the color shifts because we're panning across the gradient now, right? And then 100%, which is going to be at 15 seconds, we're going to say 0% and 50% again. So this means slide the camera back to the far left edge so that when we do this, it has that constant revolution in the same cycle. So let's just play that out real quick. We'll click save. And now we can see the transition occurring over a 15-second period. So you can see how it moved from the bottom left to the top right, and it's transitioning back slowly. So that's the animation we're looking for. You can also change the angle if you want, depending on how you want to do it, but this is just a way. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is dot button. So we're going to open up our button class that we're making, and we're just going to update this a little bit, right? Add some more flavor to the buttons because right now they're pretty bland, pretty boring. And we're going to add a little bit of a good colorful effect here. So we're going to say padding first, the 12 points and then 30 points. Then we're going to say border radius is going to be 50 points. Then we're going to say the background is this exactly. So we're going to have a little bit of a gradient effect here as well. And then we're going to say transition. So we're going to say transition at 0.3 ease. And it's good to spell things properly. And this is basically going to give us a border radius, a soft border edge. We're going to have padding all around it, so everything stays within the center. We have a gradient color that we're going to have, and then we're going to transition from 0 to 3 as well on the color. And then we're going to say dot button, and then to amplify it and connect it, we're going to say hover. So this allows us to have a different addition to our dot button class name here. And we're going to say transform. And this is going to allow us to see what happens when we hover over the button itself. It's transform. So we're going to say scale. We're going to say 1.05. And we're just going to close that. And now when we run this, we're going to select file, save. And we can see that nothing actually happened. Why? Because we haven't called it into our main app file yet. What we have to do now is go in here and update our actual TSX file. So we're going to say class name equals button. We're going to move this one out of the way too. We're we're going to break everything for a second. We're going to fix this one down here as well. So we're going to say class name equals button and delete these extra spaces. And then you just got to make sure you put the equal sign here, and then all your errors will go away. And for TypeScript and CSS, for really anything here that you're coding, every single thing matters, right? When it comes to your operators, your quotations, really anything, indentations, everything matters. So now since that's done, we're going to select File, we're going to hit Save, and now we have a gradient texture for our buttons. And if I click and hover over something, you can see how it blows up a little bit. We could also change the font color within the button as well. We could do a bunch more stuff, but this is exactly how it looks when it's all said and done. All right, with that said, hopefully you guys learned a lot when it came to Glassmorphism and how you can use it yourself too. There's a lot more you can do, but this is kind of the hot trend that's out there. With that said, let me know your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching, y'all.